Crisis preparedness at home. In this video I want to show you self-defense, sleeping, bug-out backpack, water, filter and storage and tools. Welcome back, my name is Vanessa from Wild Woman Bushcraft. In the first video I show you my light, energy, cooking and heating. If you missed this video and you want to see it, you'll find the link to the video down there in the video description. We start with water, filter water and how to storage water. Most people think, that's easy, I just have a few bottles of fresh water in my home. But that's not enough, because a human needs a lot of water each day and then your water storage is empty very soon. So you have to think about alternatives. Are around your home creeks, lakes, or is there somewhere water coming out of the earth? Or can you collect rainwater? So from which point do you get your fresh water? I'm very lucky that I have different water resources around my home. I have a creek, I have a lake, I have a river, and then I have a mountain water fill-up brand close to my home. And there is also, beside the brand, the factory, a part where all the people can use the water. It is fresh out of the mountain and this is the clearest water that you can get. And then I have my pool. Over the winter months there are a lot of chemicals inside. They handle the water stable, but I cannot drink it. But I can use it for the toilet or for the body hygiene. The easiest way for everyone is collect rainwater. Of course you had to filter it, but then you can get a massive way of rainwater, fresh water. And after filter you can use it for everything. I have also a big pump in my creek, so with this I can carry a lot of water in a short time. If you like this video, feel free to click subscribe and activate the bell to don't miss any video in the future. I want to show you my biggest water filter at first, so we had to go downstairs and later I show you the smaller ones. I bring the filter system upstairs that I have everything at one point. So this here is the Urquelle Outdoor, a huge filter system which make out of every sweet water quality like water fresh out of the mountains. Once at first, the Urquelle Outdoor is so big that it is nothing which you can carry around the whole time. So this here is only for home or for your bug out prepper camp or one secret spot where you want to filter your water. Only a short information because I want to make a separate video out of this filter very soon. So this filter system is into this hard case and is complete fixed here. And yeah, it makes pure drinking water and spring water quality from any fresh water without electricity, so you are complete autark. You have here this pump system and in 3 minutes you have secured your daily drinking water, what you need, because it filters 1.3 liter in 1 minute. So it filters everything out of the water which would harm your body. Here you can see the different filter areas, from dirt to all the bacteria and everything what you want to have outside of your water. And this here is the pumping system. Here this part is in the water which you want to filter, and with muscle power you can use the filter system in a very short time. This filter system is not a cheap one, it is really expensive, but the quality speaks for themselves. So I've put you the link for this Urquelle in the video description, because with the code Vanessa you've got 150 euros discount from the price. So I've got this product sponsored and I want to make you a video about it very soon. Here I show you 3 smaller and not so expensive water filter varieties. We start with the Grayl Waterfilter. As you can see, it is a water filter bottle, and this here is the filter part. So you fill up this part with your water from the creek, for example, and then you press the filter through this area with muscle energy. And in this part here is then the clean drinking water. So it is only for a small portion, so you cannot filter much water in a short time. But for outdoors, for my outdoor trips, it is great. The next one is a LifeStraw filter. You need no muscle power for it because you fill this blue sack with water. So the highest point is there 5 liter, but you can fill a little bit more inside, and then you hang it up to a higher point, on a tree or something else. And then the water runs easily through this area. And this here is the filter area. You just had to open it here down and the water runs out. So this is a very easy way where you need no muscles to filter a lot of water in a short time. The most outdoor people know this filter system. It is the Sawyer squeeze. As you can see, it is a very small filter system. It fits in this zip plastic bag. So it is great for people who have not much storage space or if they are alone. But for a household with several persons, it is too small because you can see here the water filter bag is not that big, so that means you need a lot of time to filter more water. So for example, if you need water for 5 person, you will sit very, very long to filter it with this system. These tablets conserve drinking water for 6 months. This is Micropur. These are small pills. 1 pill is for 1 liter. And with this you can storage your drinking water for a longer time, because also water will be not drinkable anymore if you storage it for a long time without this water disinfection. Water storage. If you have no water resource around your home where you can collect from time to time water, you need to think about storage possibilities. So I love these camping canisters because you have the big mouth open here and this one here, and with this you can save a lot of water, because when you need only a little bit of water, for example for hand washing, you can just open it a little bit and then comes only a little bit water outside, and so you can save a lot of water. So this here is not the perfect color, because if you want to storage water, you should do this in dark colored systems like this here, because sunlight will make your water not drinkable in a very short time. So save the water in a dark room, for example a cellar. Dark and cold are the best conditions to storage water. I also love these systems here, because into this you can also save a lot of water. You can carry it with this and you can close them very, very great. So they have the dark color for the sunlight. And another option are those water storage bags. Those are for the bath tubes, so it fits 220 liters of water, which is a lot, and you can leave it in your bath tube and have a lot of water there. But if you use one of these systems, give Micropur pills on top, that you have the water clean and drinkable for a long time. Another zero cost upcycling tip is something you get without costs when you buy distilled water. I need distilled water from time to time for my aquariums, and those tubes are, I think, 5 liters, and they are great to storage water. Of course, you can also buy a lot of those plastic bottles, because in the worst case you maybe are not able to go outside of your house and then you have a small water resource with this. I have not too much of them because I have those different water resources around my home, so I hope I never need this kind of bottles. This was everything about water filtration and storage, and now we take a look to sleeping. Maybe you think crisis preparedness at home, why I need to talk about sleeping. I sleep in my comfortable bed. Yes, that's true, but in crisis times, families or friends are often come together to stay in one house because together you are stronger and it is much easier if you have some help. So then you need maybe some extra sleeping spots. And I have for this case this sleeping bag. So these are discounter sleeping bags. In Germany you've got them by Lidl and Aldi every summer for 50 euros. Those are ultralight sleeping bags, and I have them also in my bug out backpacks because you can make them pretty small and then you can carry all of them in one backpack. So these are not the best quality. I love my Greasy bag sleeping bags, but they are really expensive. And when you say, okay, I want to make crisis preparation, but I do not do camping, then you need no expensive sleeping bag, because we hope that all of us never need those prepping stuff. But when you do not camping, you can buy those cheaper ones, because for home and for summer they are great. Perfect are also wool blankets. So this wool blanket is from Steinkraut, a German hunting brand, but you can also buy them from the army. So the army blankets are mostly out of wool and very, very warm. I love the Swiss Army blanket because this blanket is very soft. They are better than the others. Sleeping is ready now, and at next we take a look to tools and small stuff. I do a lot at home as myself, so I have a lot of different tools, but for this video I want to show you only the, in my eyes, important ones. Motor saw. For what I need a motor saw in a crisis situation? So this is very simple. I need a motor saw because I heat the house only with wood. And when the wood storage is empty, I need to make more of them, and then I go in the next forest and make myself firewood. So I think in a crisis situation there are no more any rules, so this would be no problem. Of course, when you are working with this motor saw, you need to protect your body, because in a crisis there is no first aid, no doctors or something else. And when you are hurt in this situation, this could be very bad. I use this Eco motor saw very often in the woods when I'm making firewood, because when the branches are not too thick, I can use them. And I am more autark with this as with this, because I have solar energy, so I can fill up the Akku again. Also, this diving pump is a great stuff for crisis preparedness. So in my home, all the houses from one street have often problems with high waters, and then the cellars fill up with water, and the fire workers came very, very late because they had to help all the people in the street, and this needs a lot of time. So we had to do it at our own, and such a diving pump is great for flood water or high water areas. Also, tools are small: knives, saws and multi-tools. I love to carry knives, not only in a crisis situation, so I have here my equipment belt, which I carry when I am on my outdoor tours, but at home I often also carry a knife only with the dangler add-on belt. So of course I have a lot of different bushcraft knives. These are only 2 of them. But what I also love are pocket knives like this here. So pocket knives are often also multi-tools with a lot of different tools included. And when I have to repair something small, I hate to go in another room to search for my tools. And then I repair it often only with this. I love to have my stuff at one point, so the small stuff is always in packages, like here this Tasmanian tiger pouch. Here is a small saw inside, a multi-tool cart, a knife sharpener, and strings to repair your clothes or repair your skin, for example. But my important tool is here in the middle. I have modified this pocket with everything that I need. There is a small flashlight, of course LED lenser. There is a fire starter. And this here is a bit card. So you can see I use it very often because I easier take this one to repair something than a bigger tool. So this is the hard piece, my Leatherman. I do everything with him. I remove some wooden splits from the skin, I open my leathers, or I fix something inside the house with it. I just love it. And if I had to choose one survival tool, I would choose this. And then there's this one, and this is small, but oh, because it is very loud. It is 120 decibel loud. I have 3 different varieties of the Leatherman. I put you the links in the video description. I love to have my storage place very open, and everything has its own space. So I've bought a little bit from these boxes that you can see under the water canister, and also the tough cases, because actually there is my food inside, which we want to check tomorrow. And I can put a lot of stuff inside of them, and they don't need so much space. There is a lot of stuff inside, but I want to take just a short look on top of them, so I just tell you small stuff. Panzer tape is great because with this I can repair something, or when I have a big open wound I can fix it with this tape if I have nothing else. Then I have alternative cooking possibilities. Here is a spit cooker, and this is also a burning liquid, and one of my favorite axes for bushcraft, also great for making firewood or for crisis preparedness. I have the wildlife cameras for wildlife photography, but you can also use them to have them around your home. But later more about it. So then I have here different strings and paracord, and this here are dry bags which you can use if you had to move through a river or when it rains very heavy and you have some equipment which is damaged when it is wet. So you can use it also another way. You can carry also water inside. If you have no water around your home, you can carry with these bags the water safe to your home. Very important, I forgot to show you them in the alternative heating video, the last one. This is a fire warner and this is a CO2 warner. When the oxygen is too low in the breathing air, they are very important. As I make the tea candle oven in the cellar, this here warns me. You cannot overhear it. Batteries, only a few of them. I have a lot more, but I'm more a fan from accus, but then you had to have an alternative energy resource. Soap, very important for your body and to wash your clothes. This is a fire start liquid, and one of my favorite equipment parts is the candle lantern. I have them often in the winter in my tent or under my hammock. So they are really nice, spend a nice light. Here are extra candles, and this here is also an alternative cooking system. I have around 100 Eneloop accus at my home because I need a lot of them for my wildlife cameras. These are the best accus which are available actually, so I really love them. They are for my strong light lantern. I have them at my cabin. It is great for heating and for light. And then I show you yesterday these radios, and for them I have here this small solar panel. It is perfect for using when you are on your way and have only the backpack with you. Load up your mobile phone or the radio. So this is the perfect size. And then I have here this great tool. This is a pocket oven. And I really love it. So you have a coal inside. It looks like this here. And you start the coal with your lighter, and then it is glimming inside. Not burning, only like amber. And you close it, and then this part here is really warm, and it is a perfect hand warmer. So I love to have it in the winter bushcraft trips. Cold hands are not nice, and I really love this tool. Then I have here a camouflage tarp to camouflage your home or an external bug out camp. You can buy this by Sorau. Then hygiene, a small tarp. And this here is also a pump for liquid when you had to fill water or petroleum in another case. If you need to leave your house, it is very important that you can orientate you and that you know where you are and with which way you come to point X. So I have the Garmin Fenix 6 Sapphire watch, and it is full with GPS. I have a lot of card on top, and I can check out my area with this watch. You can also do it with your mobile phone. Then you have the possibility to use a GPS, but most people only use your mobile phone in these times. But you never know if it really works in crisis situations. So hardware is very important. I have different map cards from my home area, and if you have to leave your house, you maybe you mark a spot where you meet your family or your friends, and with these maps you can just check out where you are and which ways do you need to use. I use for my bushcraft trips always power banks because I have to load up the microphone and the camera accus. So I have several of them. For example, this here, and this works with solar. But in reality, it works not really that you can fill it up with solar energy because the solar panel is too small and you need to put this 3 weeks in the sun to load it up again, and this is not possible. Also a nice gadget is this night look tool, because with this I can see through the night everything what happens around me. In the darkness. This is not for crisis preparedness. Of course you can use it, but it's not really necessary. I use this for wildlife photography. I told you when I show you the wildlife cameras that there are also another options for look what happens in and around your home, and I have different of those mobile cameras. You can fix them wherever you want. They work with WLAN, with internet, and I have several of them around and inside my house because there was some really dumb person which was too close to my home and often visit me without wanting it, without me wanting it. And I'm also a little bit paranoid with the ovens because I'm always afraid that I have a fire at home. So I show you at the app where it looks like. Also my doorbell is with a camera, and when I'm not at home I can communicate through the camera with the person which is standing in front of my house. I don't want to show you everything, so this is what it looks like in the app. You have here different cameras. These are video scenes. The camera knows if this is an animal or a human, and if the person face is from your family or a complete stranger. For me personally it makes sense because I feel much safer with them. I have them now over a year in using and I really love them. I put you the link to the cameras like everything else in the video description. They are also complete full. Here I have toothbrush, hand warmer which you can use several times, batteries, candles, fire starter, and here on more candles and on fire start gel. Communication is very important in crisis situations. When it is your neighbor or your friend or a family member. And for this I have those radiators. I have several of them. You can buy them by Surau, but when you use them, it is always the danger that someone else could also hear what you are talking about them. I don't want to talk too long about emergency backpacks because I've made you 2 videos about them. One video about an ready packed emergency backpack like you see it here, and one video about my personal bug out backpack. So I have them both here complete, create new, and I have them always here because when the crisis situation starts, I can just grab them and then I am away. And the third one is in my forest cabin. This is how the bug out backpacks looks inside. So there are different categories, which is pretty cool, but they are loud and there was a lot of stuff inside which is not really needed for my area or where I think the quality is not good enough, but also stuff which is really great. So I've modified them for me and my kids, and the third one is in the forest cabin. I'm ready with emergency backpacks. I've made 2 videos about them. If you want, click inside. I put you the links in the video description. I really like this kind of videos. I really love to see at the first look what is inside of my different cases. So I've bought me this tool because I can make a text marker with them where stand really in front which is inside of my cases. So I began it, but I'm not ready yet, so this is a work for bad weather day or when I have nothing to do. For the persons in America is this just a joke, but here in Germany is reality. I want to show you now which is legal in Germany, with which free weapons you can defend yourself in your home. I want to show you some possibilities which is legal here in Germany, but I want to make another video in the future soon about self-defense with free weapons. The variety which is legally possible in Germany is big. You have blank fire guns, you have free weapons, Piexon weapons, then ram weapons and pepper sprays, so there is a lot what you can do. This kind of weapons, ram weapons, are very disappointed for self-defense in a crisis situation. So a lot of people think they are great, but they are not, and I want to talk with you in another video about all these different kind of weapons. The Piexon, for example, is a pepper gun, and they are really effective, so everyone can buy them free and use them. I love them. I made 4 or 5 years ago a video about the first one that I've got, and now there is a lot of new technique, and I show you what's possible with them in one of the next videos. I have different of those blank guns, so in Germany you can buy a legal card that you can carry them for self-defense. I have one, and I use this one from Zoraki, not the same, but another one for years ago, at first only for New Year's Eve to shoot, but then for self-defense. And this here is the Tsoraki 917. It has 70 blankets. So I really love them for self-defense, and there is also a lot possible with those blank guns, but in one of the next videos more about that. I have here the Stinger 2 from Jörg's Brave Slingshot channel, and with this you can work very effective and have a lot of fun. That was part 2 of my crisis preparedness video at home. In part 3 we want to talk about food. Which food is great as long-term food, how you can storage it, how you can make food long-term, vegetables and fruits, what is possible there, and what mistakes can you make about this team. So if you want to see it, stay tuned. I hope you liked the video. If it is so, feel free to give me a thumbs up and a comment, and if you want, click to subscribe and press the bell to don't miss any video in the future. So have a great time. We see us in the next video. Bye bye!